Ezra Miller. Oh, has been charged. Oh, yeah, he's been charged. Ezra Miller, but WB still stands behind the Flash movie. Welcome to Mirror Domains, your place for entertainment headlines. On today's show, we're going to be talking about a live-action Pac-Man movie. Really? Sonic the Hedgehog is getting a third movie. We know the release date now. And even though they said they were not going to make any more Paranormal Activities, I guess we were wrong. They are. Paranormal Activity 8 is on the way. But we start off today's stories talking about Ezra Miller and him being charged with felony burglary. This comes to us by The Hollywood Reporter. Ezra Miller charged with felony burglary in Vermont. Wait, he's in Vermont? I thought he was hiding somewhere in Hawaii. The star of the Warner Bros. Upcoming superhero pick, The Flash, well, allegedly, lifted bottles of hooch from an unoccupied home in May. Well, yeah, that's not good. So I guess he's been charged with felony burglary, which will put him behind bars for a little bit, right? If they make those charges stick, which... I mean, he's got a track record of being off the rails. The actor was ultimately located at 11:23 p.m. on August 7th and issued a citation to appear in court September 26th. It's unclear if Miller knows the residents of the home that was burglarized. Well, I'm not going to go too much into the details here, guys. If you want to go into and read some of the, nuances of the report, go over and check out the Hollywood Reporter there and read that article. I just want to talk about the fallout and what does this mean for the Flash movie, because this came on the heels of the rest of March. Yeah, we know that. So what does this mean for the Flash? Well, we saw that David Zaslav, He made this statement like the other week saying, we are very excited about them. We've seen them in reference to the films The Flash, Black Adam, and Shazam. We think they are terrific, and we think we can make them even better. Yes, better. Warner Bros. Discovery CEO Zaslav praises The Flash. He praises The Flash. Ezra Miller, you're the man. You can do no wrong, apparently, in the eyes of David Zaslav. They're still going to release The Flash movie. Does that make sense to you guys? Does that, and it doesn't to me. Amid star Ezra Miller's scandals, it's terrific. Oh, Zaslav says it's terrific. Yeah, him getting charged with felony, yeah, I mean, come on. He's charged with felony burglary. I want to make sure I get that properly. Felony burglary. And Zaslav is saying, that's our guy. We want this guy to be our Flash. No, man. Zaslav, you got to come out now. You got to come out and say what you're going to do with the Flash, because it's to the point now when you canceled the Batgirl movie because you want to protect the DC brand. Him getting arrested and all this stuff is not protecting the DC brand by you standing up behind him and saying that he can do no wrong. He's still going to be our Flash. It's like, no, it's to the point, if you continue on saying stuff like this, praising him, praising it, that it's terrific, then dude, I myself will have to do something drastic and actually say, for once, in I think my history, that I will not watch this movie because of your decisions behind the scenes and because of what Ezra Miller's been doing, and there's been apparently no accountability by the studio. It's just... It's to that point. Yeah. Hey, you believe in the project, fine, and you want to try to feed it to us. I'm not going to eat that meal. I'm not. Are you guys? Would you guys still eat The Flash? Would you still go and watch the movie, eat that meal that they want to serve up to us? Because, man, with all of this stuff, it gets me a little bit riled, especially when he makes pompous statements saying that, Batgirl was canceled because we want to protect the brand. It just rubs me the wrong way, and it's time they got to come out and say something about this and say, because it's clear, it's 100% clear he's on a trajectory of complete self-destruction, and it's not going to stop. This thing, even if it blows over, there's going to be something else later on down the road, Is he going to be able to do press tours for The Flash? Probably not if he's behind bars. And what are the reporters going to ask him? What are the journalists going to ask him when he's up on the stage and he's saying, yeah, the Flash movie. We like the Flash movie. Hey, Ezra, what about those charges? What about those grooming accusations? What were you doing there? Why did you hit that couple? Why did you steal that? And that's all that's going to be about. And Zaslav, you got to get out of the way of this guy's warpath. You have to. This has to stop. I'm done with it. And I say that knowing there's going to be another story like this in a couple months where something else has happened to Ezra Miller. And it's just on the heels of the cancellation of Batgirl and all the other things, it's kind of like, okay, Zaslav, protect the brand. Protect the brand. Not Ezra Miller, protect the brand. And going ahead, still standing behind it, is not protecting it. It's folding to it. It's folding. And I don't buy it. I don't agree with it. And that's where I stand. All right. I don't want to ramble on too much with that. I think you guys know where I stand with that. And I usually don't like to lead off the stories with that kind of a thing. But like late last night, it came across my news feed. And I was like, dude. All right, guys, we're going to try to lighten up the show now. I'm trying something different here. I'm going to try something different this week for the channel. I wanted to do a pre-show and an after-show, but I think I wanted to do like live feeds, not on YouTube. I wanted to do a TikTok live, but I guess you need 1,000 followers or something on TikTok to do a live, so I can't do that yet. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to do Facebook Live pre-show, about like 10 minutes before the show goes live. That way, I know that everything is working properly, so that all my graphics line up and everything like that. And you guys can watch me get all of that stuff ready, and we'll talk about some of the upcoming things. And then afterwards, I put an Instagram story out afterwards yesterday, just me finishing up with the day's streams. I think I might do an after show on Instagram. So follow me on the social media links here, guys. If you want to see the pre-show and the after show, it's just going to be like me a little rambling on about how I felt things going, how the show went and stuff. Okay. Sonic the Hedgehog 3. Yeah, well, I think this was pretty much a no-brainer, right? Because people like the first two installments. Sonic the Hedgehog 3 sets Christmas 2024 release in a twined move. Twined move? What? What kind of verbiage is that? Paramount is pushing the release of its untitled Smurfs musical. Do we really need that? Okay, and that's why. Because you're pushing the Smurfs, and then you're putting Sonic out in Christmas 2024. But is Jim Carrey going to be back? Because I thought he said he was done. The film franchise stars James Marsden, Jim Carrey, and Ben Schwartz. Yeah. Okay, it'll compete against Avatar 3. Yeah, but we don't know if that's ever going to make the mark. Okay. No cast yet. Because I really thought that Jim Carrey said that he was done. He was done with it. But you never know. Because he said that he wanted to retire and do stuff. But we'll have to see how that goes down. But Sonic the Hedgehog 3, Christmas 2024... There you go. That's not really that far away. No, it is. What am I talking about? That's 2 years, dude. Really? 2 years? You seem to get Sonic 2 out really fast. It would be... Christmas 2023 would be a better date than 2024, but Hollywood Reporter says Christmas 2024. It's a bit of a break, but okay. Live-action Pac-Man movie. Pac-Man. You guys played Pac-Man, didn't you? I was more of a Ms. Pac-Man, live-action Pac-Man movie in development. Says Screen Rant. One of the most popular video game characters of the 1980s, Pac-Man will finally be receiving a long-awaited live-action movie. Long-awaited. who, who in the blazes was wanting a live action Pac-Man movie? I mean, come on. It was you, wasn't it? It was you. Anyway, Pac-Man, live action. I hope they have Miss Pac-Man in there. Pepper was her name, right? Okay, let's see who's it going to be by. Arcade Game Namco. Then it goes into a little bit of the history here. Although, yeah, it doesn't say which studio is going to develop it. Does it? Per THR, The Hollywood Reporter, the upcoming film will be based on the original concept from The Little Mermaid animator and Sonic the Hedgehog associate producer Chuck Williams. Okay, so Chuck Williams, if that name means anything to you. The project will be produced by Manu Gargi, a bunch of names there, for Wayfarer Studios and Lightbeam Entertainment. Okay. Yeah, look at that grid. I don't even remember Pac-Man. As I said, I mostly played Ms. Pac-Man. So I know that the ghosts, I think, were similar, right? They were the same kinds of ghosts, and I can't remember their names. If you guys remember their names, let me know in the comments below. And did you play Pac-Man or Ms. Pac-Man? Very addicting game. Very addicting. And it's weird that it was like a Tetris kind of thing. It was like simple concept, but it would keep you hooked for hours. Live action, though, I don't know how that's going to work. Obviously, they're going to have to create some kind of a narrative behind them. There was a Pac-Man Jr., right? Miss Pac-Man, there was a level where you saw like the little Pac-Man Jr. come down in one of those little cut scenes that they used to have. I know that there was like some storybooks about Pac-Man and stuff like that. I have to see how this turns out. You remember when they said that we're going to make a Pez movie? And we haven't even seen that. Not even like hints of whatever happened to that. We'll have to see how that goes. Alright, let's shift. Joker 2. Joker 2 casting. Possibly. Well, you know that Joker 2 is coming along. And, yeah. Zazie Beetz, who played Sophie Dumont in the first Joker, is close to reprising the character. Well, yeah, because we don't know what happened to her, right? She walked in and well, spoiler alert, sorry if you haven't seen Joker yet, but he's sitting in her apartment, and you realize that everything that has happened was all in his head, and she doesn't recognize him. And you don't know if he killed her. He just walks out of the apartment, and that's it. So they could reprise it, maybe. Or he'll just go on to more hallucinations, perhaps, right? Because they were definitely leaning that Arthur there had some serious mental issues. Well, of course, he ended up in Arkham. But Joaquin Phoenix, whatever happens with it, Joaquin Phoenix will have this well under control. It being a musical with Lady Gaga playing Harleen Quinzel. Cool, man. I don't see anything wrong with that. Let's see what's going on here. With production gearing up for a December shoot. Okay, so that's not that far away. Deadline is reporting that a familiar Joker star is returning for the sequel. Zazie Beetz, who portrayed Arthur's neighbor, Sophie Drummond, is in talks. So it's not confirmed yet, but she's in talks. No plot details for her character's return were given at the time of reporting. Joker Folie à Deux. Joker 2 with Todd Phillips returning. Yeah, and that storyline with them, it was eerie, because she was there for certain scenes, and then that reveal was kind of like, oh yeah, no, he's really messed up. But what do you guys think? Would you want to see Zazie Beetz back? I think I would. She's obviously awesome in my opinion. Yeah. Neve Campbell, talking about the Scream movies. Would she come back? Talking about coming back to a franchise. We know that she's not coming back for Scream 6. But Neve Campbell reveals if she'll ever return to Scream. Now, guys, if you read the reasons why she was not back for the 6th one, I guess it was money issues. They just weren't going to pay that much. And maybe because they wanted her to be in a lot of scenes. But they had to change it. Who really knows? Maybe she read it and she didn't like the the direction of the story. But she's got a quote here. But Campbell could be up for a return at some point in the future. She was speaking with Entertainment Tonight, and she said about Scream, I'm not just done with the chapter. I care about these movies. If they were to come to me with an amount that felt in keeping with the value that I bring to them. So there you go. The value that, and she does bring a lot. She, by far, I think, is my favorite Scream Queen. Yes, she is. I would, even over, Halloween. Yeah. I would rather, sorry, let's continue on with the quote. I'm getting sidetracked here. I would certainly consider it. I care about these new directors, the new directors who made Scream 5. They did such a great job on the last one, and I wish them luck. Okay. So they wish them luck. As previously mentioned, yeah, the salary offer wasn't that great. So she's kept the door open there for her to possibly come back. But they got to maybe treat the character with a little bit of respect, and maybe they weren't. I don't know. Scream 6 hits theaters March 31st, 2023, and we just saw that image of Hayden Panettiere the other day, yesterday actually, getting ready to shoot some scenes for it, so that's cool. By far. Yeah. What do you guys think about that? Just a little story there that I thought that was worth noting. I just want to take a look at Scream Queens. Let's take a little sidetrack here. Emma Roberts was one. Oh, of course, Jamie Lee Curtis. That's what I was talking about. Halloween. Okay, so that's from the TV series. I just wanted to list. I guess maybe they're referring to this TV show. So let's not digress on that. Let's continue on with a little bit of horror news that we got. Paranormal Activity. Jason Blum came out yesterday and said that, or at least a couple days ago, Jason Blum came out and said that he's done with the Paranormal Activity. He doesn't feel like the franchise can move forward. And everybody ran with that story, including myself. But then this dropped, Paranormal Activity 8, targeting a 2023 release date, an 8th installment in the found footage horror franchise. Titled Paranormal Activity The Other Side is apparently, it's targeting that 2023 release. Now, when Jason Blum came out and he said, Paranormal Activity Next of Kin was not a very good movie. I think most people agreed with him that it was not a very good movie. And it just felt like the franchise just ran itself into the ground. So why would you even consider making a new one? And then, as I said yesterday, I said that, guys, if you want it, you got to reinvent the wheel. We can't have this all-night footage of just the camera on a tripod and staring down a hallway or looking at the living room. Maybe something moves, maybe something doesn't. Ooh, it's eerie. We can't do that anymore. We can't. And I know they tried something different with Next of Kin, but that obviously didn't work either. Paranormal Activity, The Other Side. Okay, so who knows what it's going to be about here? Is there a quote here? The upcoming film has a script written by Pelly. Originally, Pelly wrote the first one. Okay. Well, that makes me feel a little bit better then. Maybe. I don't know if it's from the original guy. Yeah, returns to the franchise original storyline. So it goes back to the sisters. I think that's the only way you can do it, right? Close it out. Now it appears that Paranormal Activity 8 will be arriving sooner than expected, according to Variety. So it's by the big trades. The franchise 8th installment is currently eyeing a 2023 release date. The trade supplied no further information. So it's all speculation right now as to what it's going to be about. But he says that he wants to bring back the original storyline because we got a little bit sidetracked in the lore of it. Lore. With the marked ones, next of kin, that kind of stuff. Actually, I didn't mind the marked ones. But Paranormal Activity 4 was really awful. It was terrible. It was too much of a rehash. But what do you guys think? Would you be up for a Paranormal Activity 8? Oh. Or should it be just put out to pasture? Now, something that I thought was put out to pasture was Star Trek The Next Generation movies. And especially since Picard Season 3 was going to be, the last hurrah for that cast. But apparently, Patrick Stewart wants to return for another Next Generation movie. So I guess that almost counts as a spoiler for Season 3 of Picard, because I surmised that I thought that Picard was going to die at the end of Season 3, and then that would be it. But if he wants to make another movie, well, then, I'm on board for that. Let's take a look at his quote. He was on San Diego Comic-Con. A fan asked Stewart if he'd be up for returning for a new generation feature film. And yes is the answer to that. Stewart said, I think that would be very interesting and exciting and worthwhile thing to achieve. Yeah, because the last movie, even though that I own it, do I own it? Do I own Nemesis? Nemesis wasn't that good. It was a bad send-off. Because it was Brad Bird, right? Okay, hold on. Let's see if I have it. And I apologize if you can't hear me. I'm just looking through my collection to see if I own it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh. I did. Guess not. Oh, yeah, there we go. Right there, guys. Oops. I do own it. Unfortunately. You know what? I saw this when I wrote a song based off of this movie. Anyway, it was Brad Bird, right? Stuart Baird, not Brad Bird. Stuart Baird, yeah, and he admitted afterwards he never even watched the series, so he had no idea what the hell he was doing. So, I would say, hey, you know what? If you're going to make another, if the thing is that Patrick Stewart was demanding like $12 million a movie to make. You can't do that anymore, dude. If you want to make one more movie, you got to take a pay cut. All of them have to take pay cuts. Make it small. Make it character centralized. Get Jonathan Frakes to direct it again, and let's close out that chapter. And then hopefully later on, somewhere along the lines, years down the road, we'll get another Star Trek set in the future, not keep on going to the past. What do you guys think? A new Star Trek Next Generation movie. Would you want to see it? I would. I'd be up for it. For sure. All right. Terminator. Terminator Fails. Yeah. There was an interesting article up on Screen Rant. Terminator Dark Fates. Tim Miller is right about Terminator 7. Now, it's not been official that there's going to be another Terminator, but I guess at the Comic-Con he was quoted about talking about this stuff. And it was a very interesting read there. I guess the main quote here I want to talk about is Miller isn't excited or enthusiastic about the franchise future, but does think that a low-budget, less highly hyped reboot could revitalize interest in the property, like taking a page out of the playbook from Predator Prey. And I agree with that. And I think most people agree with that. Dial it back. Like somewhere along the lines in Hollywood over the last couple of decades, everything felt like if this movie did well, then the sequel has to go bigger and more expensive and more grandiose. No, it doesn't. I don't know where that came from. I don't know if it was Del Toro that got people on that saying, well, we can't make a Hellboy 3 because it's going to cost $250 million to make. Why? Why, dude? We can't make Pacific Rim 3 because it'll just cost too much. Why? Why would it cost more than the first movie? Because it has to go bigger and bolder, and it's got to wow people. Like, that's a cancer that just sits on the minds of some executives there in Hollywood. They get that idea into their head, and no, Predator Prey proves that you don't have to do that. And I think Tim he's got that right. He sees that. You don't have to go big. And I know fans of the franchise would like to go back to that small kind of intimate horror feeling from it. You don't need to have these big over-the-top action sequences, CG action sequences, like in Dark Fate, of like that plane sequence. There are aspects of Dark Fate that I liked. There's aspects of all of them that I liked, even Genesis. And I know a lot of people didn't like Genesis. I liked Emilia Clarke as Sarah Connor. I thought she was good, but everybody, Jai Courtney is... No. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of stuff in there that would make you go, oh, God. Yeah, Terminator. I do believe that it could get turned around by taking it back, shrinking it down story-wise, and making it simple. It doesn't have to have this big, over-the-top, convoluted thing going on. Because the machine is scary. Like the skeleton, the exoskeleton or whatever it is. No, it's not exoskeleton, but the metal skeleton, like the skull thing it's creepy. Use that, man. And you don't have to bring back Arnold. You don't have to do Arnold anymore. I would say, or just reboot. Yeah, just reboot it. I don't know. But Tim Miller, definitely, that's an interesting read there up on Screen Rant. I'd give it a shot if you're a fan of the Terminator franchise. Are you? And do you agree with him? Should they dial that back and make it a little bit smaller? I think so. All right. Obi-Wan Season 2, is it coming along? Well, it's not official yet. But Ewan McGregor reveals the status of Obi-Wan Kenobi Season 2. And a quote here, I guess he was at was this at Comic-Con too? I'm guessing it probably was. During Celebrity Fan Fest, whatever that is, Ewan McGregor took to the stage to reveal the status of Season 2, reported by All Things Kenobi. So, yeah, take that with a little bit of grain. Well, it's somebody who specializes in wanting to figure out Ewan McGregor news and Obi-Wan Kenobi news, I would imagine. And he says, I'm totally up for it, guys. I want to do it. I'm absolutely honest. There's no plan to make one yet, but I'm pretty sure they're just biding their time. But nobody's approached me as of yet. So there you go. There's the status. Season 2, Obi-Wan is not... Well, it's not a go yet. Do we need a Season 2 from Obi-Wan? I think they wrapped up things rather nicely there in Season 1 from what they were trying to achieve. But that doesn't mean that Obi-Wan can't show up in other things. I think he could. Well, if they have a Bail Organa show up in Andor, like Andor's supposed to be like 3 seasons, right, or something. You could have him show up maybe on like 1 episode or so. I don't know. Because what else is there to tell? There could be more there. With just him trying to deflect people away from finding Luke, perhaps. Because Season 1 was all more about Leia. Season 2 could be a little bit more about Luke. That's the only way that I would see. And would the Inquisitors really be around then? Because it sounded by the end that the Emperor had marshaled in Vader to say, stop this. You're not going after Obi-Wan or like that with that much vigor ever again, right? Because it's going to cost us ground on defeating this rebellion. But Ewan McGregor says that he'd be up for it. Nothing official. Obi-Wan Season 2, do you guys want to see it? Let me know in the comments below. All right, we got some various headlines to go through here, guys, and it's not listed here on the side, but it is in the description below. This is something that's been going on for a couple days now. And Heche remains in a coma following a car crash. And Heche. Now, I saw that she was in a car crash. This happened on the weekend, right? And it was a fiery, and she was hurt. She was hurt bad, and I didn't know how bad until I saw this report this morning that she's in a coma. So it's bad, and it's not bad just on her physical situation. It's bad on the front that she has a significant pulmonary injury requiring mechanical ventilation. And burns that require surgical intervention. So she's hurt, and I hope, just from human being to human being, I hope she's able to come out of this, because you don't wish ill will upon somebody like that, right? But then when you read some of the circumstances as to what this car crash was, I guess thoughts and prayers are going out to her for some people, but you read the report from the LAPD, I guess she crashed into a building. Collided into a 2-story home, causing fire. She's under investigation for driving under the influence and hit and run. So that's not good. So even if she comes out of this, she's got a tough path in front of her. And, as I said, I didn't know how bad she was hurt, but she's hurt bad, guys. And, I hope she comes out. All right. Keeping with a little bit of the bummer news yesterday, Olivia Newton-John passed on, and at the age of 73, I guess she was fighting breast cancer. Let's take a look at her resume, at her IMDb here, because we all know her from Grease, right? But what else was she in? She's got 88 credits, so she was in a lot of stuff. And she was just recently in the very excellent Mr. Dundee. She was in Sharknado 5? Wow. But you know what? She championed breast cancer research, and she had like a foundation or something, right? Too. So she was on board with trying to fight it. She was fighting the good fight, and it finally bested her. And she's got a lot of stuff, a lot of music videos and stuff like that. And that's mostly what she was: a singer, a musician. Got her big break in Grease there, 1978. And the tributes did pour out yesterday. John Travolta, came out and posted that his thoughts on it. And I'll leave it to you guys to go and find out all of those quotes. He says, "My dearest Olivia, you made all of our lives so much better," he wrote. "Your impact was incredible. I love you so much. We will see you down the road, and we will all be together again. Yours from the moment I saw you and forever. You're Danny, you're John." And that's from Travolta, John Travolta. Of course, John Travolta starred with her in Grease. So, Olivia Newton-John. Rest in peace. All right. One final story here before we take a look at the old Twitterverse. Hey, we're going through the show pretty fast today. That's fine. All right. The other day, there was a trailer out for. We saw an image of Maya Hawke in a trailer called "Do Revenge." Guys, I got to make a quick adjustment here. My apologies. I forgot that I had to switch monitors for my YouTube settings here. But yeah. Oh, and it's got a weird aspect ratio. There we go. Maya Hawke was going to star in this movie called "Do Revenge" with Who else is in this? Camila Mendez and Sophie Turner's in this. It's just about a bunch of young girls in school, and I guess they get wronged by some people in the popular crowd and the least popular crowds, and these two girls team up to have revenge against the people that wronged them, and they want to switch places. So the popular girl wants the less popular girl to get revenge on the people that wronged her. You know, the switch around, right? They both do revenge. So Maya Hawke was the least popular girl, and she kind of gets like a makeover, and yeah, that's pretty much what it's about. It's kind of like a teen. That's not a rom-com, I would imagine. It's more kind of like a teen comedy, coming-of-age story. Maya Hawke, though, from Stranger Things. The trailer dropped yesterday, or today, actually, this morning. I'll watch it, though, because of Maya Hawke, mostly. But Sophie Turner is listed in this? I didn't even see her in this trailer. And I guess this is the young punk who wronged cis hetero men championing female identifying students. So maybe it does have a little bit of a social justice message. I don't know. Oh, imagine going to a school where you have to wear an outfit. I couldn't handle it, man. I couldn't handle it. But, it just plays into it's obviously, it's not my demographic. It's going to be on Netflix. I just want to see if they actually show Sophie Turner. Yeah, if they list her here. You think she would be in here somewhere. I did watch it, but there was some montage towards the end there. Was that her? No. Is that her? Is that Sophie Turner? I think that has to be her, right? What's she? And that's not. It's not a very flattering use of Sophie Turner. You think they would bring that up a little bit, right? And showcase her a little bit, but I guess it's mostly about Camila Mendez and Maya Hawke. And Maya Hawke's going to go on to do good things. Let's see if I can get to that montage.
God, no, why?
Camila Mendez. Maya Hawke. Oh, okay, I did see her. Let's see if I can get the freeze frame on that. Yeah, there she is. Yeah, she needs to, and we just saw yesterday that she's lining up a new project because, as I said, she just had her second child. I thought she would take time off to, be with the family for a while, but good to see her back in front of the camera. I do like Sophie Turner. I think she's going to have hopefully a good future in front of her, but Maya Hawke definitely is going to have a big future in front of her. When is this thing dropping on Netflix? Let's take a look. No. September 16th. Do revenge. Do revenge. Let's see what some of the comments are. I'm in love already. Love it. This gives me Cruel Intentions vibes. Yeah, it's the same here. About them trying to get revenge on each other. A little bit of that Valmont story. That Cruel Intentions was based on that Valmont story. Waiting for my boy. Can't wait. So yeah, it's definitely the younger teenage crowd that'll be into this. This will be their bag. Cringe. Yes. Yeah, definitely some people will be like that too. Do Revenge. Are you guys going to watch God, she looks like her mother there. Jesus. Her mother's Uma Thurman. And I've said that lots, guys. I've said that lots. Yeah. September 16th. Do Revenge. All right. That dropped. Let's see if anything else dropped on YouTube while I wait. I'm just going to boot up the Twitter page and see if any new trailers have dropped. Perhaps. No. No new trailers. Wait. The Good House. The Good House. I don't know what that is. A Good House. It's got Sigourney Weaver in it. Do we need to watch this trailer, guys? Kevin Kline, Marina Baccarin is in this. Cool. So it's a drama.
And views on the north of Boston.
It's so beautiful.
Frank,
Sorry
I've been
about that.
calling you for days. There's a lawyer from Boston who's very interested in your waterfront lot. Do you ever answer your phone?
No. Yeah, I haven't seen Kevin Kline in a hot minute, eh? I guess he's been talking about taking time off to be with your family and such. But it's good to see Sigourney there. I don't know too much about this, and I don't want to get a copyright claim on this, so we won't watch too much of this. I'll leave it to you guys, but oh, there she is, Marina Baccarin. Great actress.
My
I
ex-husband.
really liked her on Gotham. And most people liked her on Firefly.
Rehab.
Okay, husband, I'll do.
Stunning. And she's in the Deadpool movies, right? Sigourney Weaver was always great. And it looks like this is more of a drama, right? Drama, The Good House. Let's take a look at the IMDb. The Good House. Oh, they're supposed to come out in 2021. So it got pushed. Life for New England realtor Hildy Good begins to unravel when she hooks up with an old flame of hers from New York, based on Anne Leary's The Good House. So it's based on a book, more of a drama. Okay. Yeah, I'll have to check this trailer out afterwards, guys, based on the best-selling novel. Okay. Oh, we just saw that. They're terrific together. Interesting. Yeah, I'd watch a movie with these two for sure. All right, guys. Let's go over and round out the day here by taking a look at the Twitterverse. See if we missed anything. The Gray Man is now on Netflix's 6th most watched movie. Really? I need to force myself to finish watching that movie. I started watching it. Oh, and it was... I know it opens up with that big action scene in the club, whatever, with Ryan Gosling, but I wasn't buying it. I wasn't... I was like, oh. I pressed pause to go get a drink, and then I came back, and I was like, I don't want to finish. I don't want to continue watching this, but I'll force myself to finish watching The Gray Man. I will eventually, because I was hyped for it, but it was hard to get into. Ava Capri and Do Revenge. Yes, Do Revenge. We just saw that. Okay, so more pictures of Do Revenge. The Good House looks great. Art Glass Viking says in the live chat, I thought Kevin had retired. It's been an age since we last seen him. Yeah, long time. Love Sigourney and lighthearted comedies. Yeah, me too. And she was in Working Girl. And who did I just see that was going to be cast as Working Girl in a reboot? Selena Gomez. Was it her? I'll have to look for that. But anyway, yeah, these are just screenshots from that Do Revenge. We'll have to see how that pans out. Do Revenge. Let's put on some tunes there, guys. While I scroll through this, and there's the official poster. I'll do yours if you do mine. That's a weird line. What's this? New look at Rings of Power. TV spot, it looks like. TV spot for Rings of Power. Lewis Hamilton had to turn down a role in Top Gun Maverick because the film's production schedule clashed with the climax of the F1 season. I heard that. An F1 driver. He was offered a role in Top Gun. Art Glass Vikings in the live chat says, the gray man washed over me. Don't remember much, but the action in it was okay. Okay. Yeah, I'll have to finish watching it. Don't know what that is. Sarah Pigeon, The Beautiful Thing. Hulu series. Neve Campbell talking about Scream 6. Yeah, we just saw that, guys. You know about that. Ezra Miller. We started with that. Zazie Beetz. Joker 2. Ashton Kutcher revealed that he was diagnosed with a rare form of vasculitis nearly 2 years ago. Vasculitis? I don't know what that is. Leaving him unable to hear or see for an extended period of time. Oh man, bummer. Dude. I don't mean to say that like... Remember, yes, I know he was in that movie, Dude, Where's Your Car? And they did that gag. I didn't mean it like that. Wow. You know, and as I said about Anne Heche, you wish good health for people, right? Hopefully Ashton is... Hope that is... he pulls through that, man. Or at least... hard to hear sometimes. Yeah, those things are... It's hard to hear. R.I.P. Olivia Newton-John. Yeah. Tom Cruise will star in the original song and dance style musical that he is currently developing with Christopher McQuarrie. McQuarrie has obviously done the last few Mission Impossible movies. He did sing in Rockstar, right? Didn't Tom Cruise sing in Rockstar? He can sing, but he, you know, he can sing better than me at least. So there you go. Tom Cruise in a musical. People want him to change directions. Because some people say that he's played the same character for the last 30 years. No, he hasn't. You obviously haven't been watching his work. Bodies, Bodies, Bodies. That comes out this week on wide release. And I'll be checking that out. Bodies, Bodies, Bodies. Lee Pace. Maria Bakalova. Barry Keoghan is officially a dad. Oh, well, congrats, man. That's kind of intimate to share with everybody, right? But I guess, yeah. I don't know why he has his shirt off. A live-action Pac-Man movie is in the works. Yeah, we know that, dude. We know that. Okay. Yeah. New poster for Rings of Power. I like that poster. September 2nd. We're going to be doing full live watch-alongs for that, guys. For sure. Three new sequels to The Strangers. What? 3 new sequels to The Strangers will reportedly begin production next month. Wow. We're going to have to save this article for the weekend horror roundup. We'll talk about this on the horror roundup. Strangers movies. I actually went to see Strangers 2 in the theater, mostly because Christina Hendricks was in it, but she wasn't in it for that long. It is kind of a creepy concept, but they just recycled too much of the first one, of them, the home invasion kind of thing. They got kind of like Paranormal Activity. The Strangers needs to somewhat reinvent itself. Don't keep on doing the same thing over and over and over again, because it does get tiresome. Taika Waititi and Rita Ora secretly married in intimate ceremony? Huh. Taika Waititi tied the knot with Rita Ora. I don't listen to Rita Ora, so I don't really care about that. Yes. And there's Logan Lerman and Bullet Train. Yeah, I didn't even recognize him. Art Glass Viking says, The Butterfly Effect is up there as one of my favorite films. Glad Ashton is better. Very wealthy, successful businessman. Yeah, and I heard that, yeah, he's into business, side businesses for himself. I like that. Is The Strangers like The Purge? No, The Purge is about like like 24 hours of lawlessness, right? Or 12 hours or something. These are just home invaders that go around killing people. That's pretty much all the Strangers is about. And there's that poster for Triangle of Sadness. So that's where it took us yesterday, guys. And I think that's it for today. 50 minutes. For sure. For sure. Let's see if I missed any other headlines. Perhaps I did. I'm just going to go over and check some... that didn't work. Yeah. Sonic 3, we know that. Ironheart, I don't care about. Tom Cruise developing a Les Grossman. That's not really his musical. Yeah, Tom Cruise was gonna try to make a Les Grossman movie from Tropic Thunder, but I think that the musical is going to probably take more precedence over that. I don't know how much that's going to weigh in. But, guys, that's the show. And I think we'll end it there for today. Was there anything else trending? There was something trending there on the side that I wanted to press, but it got lost. Okay. Yeah, that's it. Join us tomorrow for more movie news, 12 p.m. Eastern, Monday to Friday, guys. And join us afterwards for the live after show kind of feeling. I don't know how that's going to work. On Instagram. So go over there and join us. And no, I'll do Facebook today. And then tomorrow we'll do Facebook pre-show, Instagram live show afterwards. Yeah, but today it'll be on Facebook. If I can figure out how to do it. Let's see if I can figure out how to do it. Okay, so I hate Facebook. I really do. I rarely go on Facebook. So I want to interact as mirror domains. How do I go live on this thing? All right, I won't bore you with those details, guys. I'll see you tomorrow for more movie news on Mirror Domains.